So I was asking Kelvin, like, hey, when I was young, right? They always tell us not to mail cash in an envelope because the U.S. like the post office will know and they'll pick it up or whatever. Like, do you believe that?
Do I believe in mail in no?
No, 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 not the vote. Like cash.
Oh,
Like, do they find out? Oh, this is cash, so we're gonna take it.
I don't know. Shouldn't be right. They
Well,
shouldn't be able to tell what's inside.
well, yeah, that's exactly yeah. But then, like, people trying to do the thing where like they put cash in inside a book, in books, so they could send it, and they're like, hey, the money's in a book. So I never knew.
Or they use paper to wrap around it.
Yeah, newspaper wrap
Like
around it.
like three-fold the paper and it's like $100. You know what? Thinking of that, when a grandma, so right back then, a grandma write a letter to their kid. Oh, happy birthday, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like fucking $20 bill in there, and they go through.
Yeah, you go through. Yeah.
That way. But me personally, no. I don't risk with my money.
Oh yeah, I'm not mailing cash to anyone, not even myself.
No.
Yeah, not even myself.
I'm not
That's
risking
crazy.
it. What if? There's always a possibility.
Yeah.
What if? Right? I understand that some people mailed it before. Oh, yeah, I've done it before, no problem. But what if?
Yeah, what if? Yeah.
What if the carrier who delivered your letter don't like? Oh, there's $100 bill in there. What if he needed that money that day?
Yeah. Or even if he doesn't need it, like $100 bill. Yeah.
What if? There's always a chance.
Right.
So I'm not messing with that.
No.
Don't create a scenario to. It's a setup.
Yeah.
You fucking set that guy up. With fucking cash. It's temptation.
Yeah.
Why you do that?
Yep. Well,
So do y'all believe in the mail-in voting?
do I believe in mail-in voting? I don't know.
Do you believe it will work?
Nope.
It feels like we're going back in time. I don't like going back in time. Like, you mail in a voting, like, now someone has to count it, or someone has to sort it. Yeah.
Supposedly Utah they've been doing it all this time. That's what I found out.
For the city and state stuff.
I'm not sure if it's city or state, but they've been doing mail-in voting, and supposedly more people vote this way.
Because it's convenience.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that can be different. I don't know.
Why can't we do this online?
They are saying people can just mail it in. They don't have to wait in line, so more people do it.
Wow.
It can be pros and cons either way, but I don't know. I think for presidential one, as long as they can find a secure way to do it, I don't see mail-in voting as an issue if they can find a secure way to do it.
So why don't they use the same system as filing your taxes online, right? But you vote that way.
How do you know the person who mailed in that voting
is you, right?
Is you.
Oh yeah, how do I know that I didn't send it on Kelvin's behalf? How do they know that I didn't send it on your behalf?
How do I know Mr. Smith here didn't send up like five of them with two of his parents?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. He could be his dad could be at the senior home, or the mom could already deceased.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I have an extra vote, so I'm gonna use it for the person that I like.
Oh, so what they use? So what they do, they actually verify your signature. That's how they do it.
They verify signature.
Do you think they're gonna verify your signature?
I don't think that's good enough.
How many pieces of paper they have to process, man? Seriously.
Yeah.
There's a theory that people saying when they do this mail-in voting, they can always appeal and do a recount, right?
Yeah.
So they can recount multiple times, multiple different states, and at the end, now this is a strategy that they believe. Like, I forgot, I don't know where I got this information from, but gotta be from a Republican though, because they said the Democrat pushing this so hard because when the result came out, they can appeal that shit, right? or for whatever reason, if it's not in their favor, they can appeal it and demand a recount and a recount over a recount and push it through January 20th. And by January 20th, if there's still not an elected president for the United States, Trump and Pence will still have to leave the office. And the third person up will take over, and that's Nancy Pelosi.
Ew.
That's if. Well, so that's like if that's an undetermined. So
And determined, and they appeal and demand a recount, and they will push it through. I don't know. Okay, so what happened at the end, right? So they probably will recount until fucking Democrat win.
oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can still push Trump and Pence out of the office by January 20th because of that.
That's
Because
the
Nancy
goal.
Pelosi is the Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
So she is the third person below the president and vice president.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was like, whoa, that's interesting. You know, that's
That
a
is
theory,
interesting.
right? That's a theory. So
If
who
they
knows
run
what
with it.
what the-
So let me ask this: like, no, I know I decided that mail-in voting is not going to work, right? Because it's hard to keep count. But we could
It's
submit our
hard.
taxes. Yeah. So why can't we do it online? Because everyone have a unique social security number, and then we had a place where we could almost 85% depend on technology, right? And I'm pretty sure you could run social security number like against their system, like, oh, this person's disease, so let's not count this person. Does that make sense? But I don't know people who probably have social security numbers. Like, my cousin Jackie, he lives in Japan. He's a U.S. citizen. Does he still get to vote, even though he doesn't live here for like the last 10, 15 years? I don't even know about that.
Because he report taxes, right?
Actually, I don't know if he report taxes.
But
Yeah, sure.
that's gonna be a problem if he's not, because
Oh.
as a U.S. citizen, you're obligated.
To
You
pay
have an
taxes.
obligation to report your assets
Ah.
outside the country,
Oh, okay.
bank account, income, everything.
Oh.
And then from there, the government will determine how much tax you pay,
Oh, okay.
because they are not his income is not being deducted monthly. His property and shit like that are not, like we here we pay property tax.
Yeah.
I don't know, some way I don't have too much information because I don't own anything.
No, that's fine.
outside
Yeah.
the
No, I don't
country.
either.
But I know they have to report it. Bank account, your monthly income and shit like that, how much you make, if you own a house or not, you have what kind of investment you have outside the country, you're supposed to report all of that.
Oh. But what do you think? Online voting would work better than mail-in voting?
In terms of what efficiency?
Yeah, everything, anything
No.
against it. So it had to
No.
be in person still.
Have to in person. You know why? A friend of mine, his mom died last year, September-ish,
Okay.
September, October, and he received $1,200 under her name.
Oh,
The
because they
stimulus
filed
check.
taxes.
Because he filed tax. She filed taxes.
She filed taxes, yeah.
So he got a $1,200 check, and what he did, he opened up an estate account and deposit that check or something like that. And I was like, "Do you not supposed to return it?" He was like, "Well, she filed her tax.
Yeah, the rule was based on last year's
If
taxes.
you file your tax, yes,
You would get
so,
it, yeah.
he got a check for his mom.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, he got a check, $1,200.
Huh.
Yeah. So how are you gonna determine that tax? I mean,
You
you're
can't-
talking about
'cause
using
they-
the same system.
Right.
If you have a social security number, you file your tax, you get a vote.
Yeah, they probably can't. They probably need to put more
Yeah.
stricter system
So-
in place.
So now in my friend's situation, he is a Republican for Eve, and then his mom is a Democrat. He is going to vote Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Now we can't trust that. You have to be there in person.
Oh yeah.
If you're not there in person, then this Social Security never made the vote. They never made the vote.
Yeah. Wow, that's tough. Because
Mhm.
if you even go in person, those machines are not the best countable anyway.
Have you ever vote? Did you vote before?
I vote only one time.
Okay, 16, right?
Yeah,
I think we
16.
had this.
Let me tell you that story. So I went to Plano, right? Well, a library, early voting. And, I think first time I didn't know what to do. I was like 40 years old. I go in and I'm looking around. Good thing there was nobody there because I went like in the middle of the day, like at 1 or 2 p.m. or something. And I go in and I'm like, oh, have you done this before? Like, no, this is my first time. Dude, everybody clapped like I bought a Saturn car. Like, oh, first time voter. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on?
Did you tell them I've been here 30 years?
Yeah, I've been here. I don't want to tell them that. I'm hoping that when they see like they maybe think I'm still 30 something years old, but like, damn. Hey, you know what? I just become
You
American
just
citizen.
graduated high school.
Don't worry, I'm gonna say that until I'm 60, or first time voter. Hey, so let me ask you guys something. So I want to start off with the first topic since Kelvin's kids have been in the American education system for so long, okay? So I think we talked about a little bit last time about Common Core math. Is this something? Okay, good. See, just from that reaction, I remember. I don't know if you guys seen that movie Incredibles 2, right? Even there's a scene where the dad is helping the son learn math, and he's like, "What the heck is this? It's math. Why would they change math?" So now I get that joke even more, okay? Because I look through it and I'm like, okay, it's something as simple as 315 plus 145, and they have to break it down in sections where like 310 and 5 plus 410 and 5 or something. I even forgot my equation just trying to figure this shit out. Do you think this is something?
So weird,
Yeah,
Dave.
it's so weird. But
it's like if you have a 3-digit and a 2-digit, then you have a 6 block.
Yeah, they do it by 100 blocks.
Yeah. So every block it's the
It just counts as one.
It's counts. So let's say 362 and then 25. So you have a 360 and a 2.
Yep.
3 blocks across, and then up from top to bottom you have 20 and a 5.
Yeah.
And then each block you fill up a fucking number, and then at the end you add them back together.
Yeah, it's just a longer way. It's like what is that? Geography? No, geology, right? The proof. Geometry, yes. God, sounds so stupid.
So yeah, I can see in a long term, like if these kids are practicing as they grow, their math skills start to improve.
I agree.
They can put this number together real fast.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We never.
No, not our generation.
That.
No, we never did that, right? So
ours like so much faster. You have the 362, 25. You add a 0, boom, boom, boom. Cross around.
Common Core math
boom.
Hasn't always been in the U.S. though. Like I think it's a new thing for the past maybe 10 years. Okay, so I'm thinking like I trying to figure this out, and I thought like, okay, you know what? Math is not for everybody, so they're trying to find a way to simplify it by making it more complicated. But by making it more complicated, it's easier for people who are not as good at math to learn.
In a way, it's like the China. Oh yeah, sorry to get off the topic, but it will lead you right back into Common Core. This is how I look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
China for a very long time, people are very uneducated. Like generation from from the 70s, from the 60s.
Yeah.
Even maybe early 80s. Those people do not know words. Like they never went to school. They don't know how to read Chinese. So the communists, Deng Xiaoping, okay, is it Deng Xiaoping or Michael Mo? I think Michael Mo. Here's
a name. Mo Zedong has a Mike. His name is Michael. I never knew that. I thought they always Mo Zedong,
Mao Zedong.
Yeah.
He simplified the fucking Chinese.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so there is like traditional Chinese and simplified Chinese.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's like this American realize our kids are fucking dumb. They can't compete with the Asian kid with mathematics question. So we gotta simplify that shit.
For Common Core.
Common Core came out, but it took a longer way. I mean, in the long term, I can see it benefit the kid.
Yeah.
In the long term,
Thinking. Yeah.
so they break it down into small steps. When we put fucking 15 steps into 2 or 3, boom,
yeah. 2 or
done.
3. Yeah.
And I don't understand though. A lot of old school Americans are doing the same way we learn.
Oh yes.
Why can't this kid nowadays pick that up too? Where went wrong?
I don't know, but I want to go back to the
What?
language thing since we are Chinese podcast, right? I thought when the Chinese people made it simplify, I heard like on other YouTube videos, it's because the Communist Party were trying to take out the meaning of some of those words. Do you guys ever hear that before?
No, I
They-
never heard about it.
That's part one of the reason they try to reculture the whole nation.
Yes.
But the beginning of the purpose was to get everyone like easier to learn.
Easier to
Maybe
learn.
in a way they translate, they try to change the meaning of word too.
Oh yeah.
I
In
don't
a
see
way.
I don't see the benefit of it.
Yeah, I don't see that either. I think they try to take away the history or whatever. Like they could be just making it simplify. But sometimes it's so fun. You know how we simplify, right, Kelvin?
How we see
No, how you know how to re-simplify Chinese?
resimplify? What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like
you-
how I break down the
Read?
word?
No, do you know how to
Okay,
read
read.
it? Like if you just like I don't know how to
Oh, I was at resimplify.
No,
I
read.
did
I
resimplify.
can't re-simplify Chinese.
Yes, I do.
Oh, did you learn that in school? I guess later.
No,
Oh.
from reading my wife's text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same here.
So that's something that you
Yeah.
never learned in Hong Kong, right?
I know some simple words,
Simple words, yeah.
like some you know, 一個, you know, it instead of the whole
Oh yeah, the whole
square
thing,
and
it's all
thing,
gone.
and then it's just an umbrella.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know that too. Yeah, just
Right?
umbrella. Yeah.
And then the word double, instead of having that 2 little complicated shit on the bottom,
Yeah,
you just do the double cross,
double cross. Ooh.
right? Double cross. That's double. 2 crosses, double.
Wow.
So a simple word like that, yes. But when you go to something more like Christmas, 聖誕節,
Yeah.
okay? At the beginning, the first word sing, it looks like weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it does.
You know how to write the word weird?
Yes.
Like it's weird, but it's like weird without that little that thing on the left side,
Mm-hmm.
just the right side. So 聖誕節, that sing looks like 怪誕節.
Guaidanzi. Huh. Oh, you know what? When you explain it like that, maybe they're trying to take the meaning of the word sing, you know? So they want to take that out, like
wait.
religious. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't think our country's teaching Common Core math, right? Going back to subject
I
at
sure
hand.
hope not.
Do you
I
think?
mean, they should. I mean, if people have difficulty understanding the concept or to visualize it, you know, in the head, I think Common Core will help. But they should only use Common Core to help people to visualize. And
But
then
not
go back
everyone.
and then teach them the way that we were taught those how we do those equations.
Oh, so
I
to
think
helping
those
too.
are, yeah, I think those are still pretty important in my opinion. I don't want those to go away.
No, I don't want those to
future.
go away because I think it
Yeah.
is, right? But I think for Chinese people, like you bring this stuff to us, we're like, what the fuck is this? We're trying to
You know,
hurry.
remember we have a chart to memorize, like the chemical
Multiplication?
chart, but it's for the multiplication. It's like 1 2 1 1 1 1 2 2 1 3 3.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you
Yeah.
brought that up. So when I was
And then
young,
we have
right?
the 2 1 1 2 2
Yeah.
4 2 3 6.
Okay,
2,
so
12, 8.
So before you go on, my mother made me memorize that. 二一如二，二二如四，二三如六。
2 4 3 6
Yeah.
2 4 8. We had that, I would say by 4th,
No, earlier than that because I came here when I
Fourth or
was
fifth
fourth
grade.
grade.
maybe it's 3rd grade. When we were 3rd grade, we already have that memorized all the
Yeah, I
way
do.
to like
Yep.
15.
Yeah.
Second or
I
third
asked my
grade.
kid, what is 12 times 12? They were like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? You know, 12 in my head, like when I was 3rd grade, fucking 6, 7, 8, 7 years old,
Yeah, I don't know.
I already knew. like boom, 1 second. I tell
Yeah.
you the answer. Boom.
Yep.
I mean, like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's common stuff like that, and then common core math, boy.
Yeah. So common core to us is not common.
Yeah,
It's simple.
It's very simplified ways to make it complicated for us because we already taking the shortcut. You know, it's like why go on local roads when you can just take the highway, right? That's the same question. Like, why are you slowing yourself down?
Hey, Len.
Yeah.
Do you know do you know before I met you? I think before I met you, cause I just got here, right? So they put me in this math class, and maybe they were worried about my English, so they put me in this algebra 1A, which is one class lower than regular algebra.
Whoa.
So I started taking that class. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I got 100 on every single thing. The student around that in that class, they were so pissed off at me because of me, right? They don't get a curve.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to tell you the same thing.
Me too.
When I first came, I went to ninth grade in Hong Kong. So I came and it was 10th grade. They worry about my math so much. But when I look at it, I'm like, geometry? What the hell is this, right? And trigonometry, we have all this shit like broke down, algebra and all that shit. I was like, this is all the same thing to me. Because we have all this stuff together. We only have one subject, mathematics.
Yeah, mathematics, right? Yeah, it's everything into one, yeah.
We don't have it broke down to calculus, blah, 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 and all that. I might have failed some classes like geography and shit like that just because my English was...
Yeah.
And I aced all my math class without studying. I didn't study math until I went to college algebra 2.
No.
And my math level was already at college algebra 2 when back in Hong Kong was only 9th.
Yeah, 9th grade.
8th grade. That's how much more we advanced.
Yeah. I was going to tell Cody the same story. Like, before I went to Plano, I went to Garland, right? You know, Naaman Forest High School. I was always the first one to finish the test. I was always the first one to, like, finish the homework in class. And I'm like, dude, this is like... I was there, like, 8th grade, right? And I felt like I learned this shit back in the 3rd grade. It's really far behind. I'm like, what the hell's going on? If that's why they have that stereotype against us, like, oh, all Asians are good at math. No, we're not good at math. We just learned it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, we're better.
Yeah.
We're better at math. I don't know what's... Here's the thing, though. Everything in life is surrounding with the math.
Yeah, numbers, yeah.
You really look at that. Computers math. You know? This fan that's spinning is math. It's calculation.
Science, yes.
Science is all math.
Yep, science is all math, I know.
Everything's related to math. So why are we simplifying?
Yeah.
Why? You trying to make your people stupid?
I won't say
like
stupid, but slower.
Even this beer I'm drinking, it's a formula.
It's a formula of science, yeah, alcohol. Yep.
You know, alcohol is math. Right? This cigar I'm smoking is fucking math. Oh, how many years of age and the what's it called, fermentize?
Man, I don't know anything about cigars.
like how long this process of this leaf, you know, and to get to this flavor and is ready to smoke. It's fucking science.
Yeah, science. Your body, the chair that we're sitting on, you know, the science everything of everything. Science. Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah, like how you sit on this chair. This chair is gonna support 400 pounds.
So it makes me think about this, right? So before they can even introduce Common Core Math into academics in school, they have to have a meeting about this. So someone brought this to the table where all of the people attending the meeting learned the same way we did, and they agreed this shit was like, yeah, I think we should do Common Core Math. You're totally right. But then, who votes in this? All of us learned the same way, but then they had to get a unanimous vote, I guess. There's no way. Like, someone just pushed through, like, it's money, I guess. I don't know. It's always going back to money.
So, during this pandemic, right, before the school starts, like, right after spring break this year, earlier this year, I had to teach my kids their homework. You know? So, what's stupid was, they have this little block shit, my daughter's class, she's 6th grade. So when you put the answer wrong, you cannot go through to the next question. Does that make sense? So you have to type in the right answer, or you have to draw the right. For some reason, it reads the right. It would tell you if it was correct or not. If it's not correct, you're stuck in the same fucking question.
Wow.
Yeah. So some of the homework, I start teaching my daughter. She was like, I never seen this before. What is this? I was like, at the beginning, I try to read her note and have an understanding of what is going on. Then I'm like, at the end, I emailed the teacher. I said, I legitimately emailed the teacher this. I said, I do not know your math, but if I'm home teaching my kid, this is my way of calculating your question and come up with this answer.
Oh.
I emailed the teacher and I snap a picture of the formula bloom and done. The teacher never replied me back.
Because they're not
I told
teaching.
him, if I am sitting here teaching my kid, doing your job, I'm going to teach her my way. This is how I learn it. I'm not going to try to understand.
Yeah, I won't think
I don't
they
have
email you
time.
back.
I don't have time to go and learn your way and then teach my kid the stupid way. She never emailed me back. Not like, yeah, I know. She probably blacklisted me.
What?
Like,
Well-
that's a trouble parent right there.
What were you gonna say, Cody? What were you gonna say?
To me, a common core mind is a result of lack of discipline. In a way, by that I mean, remember when we were in school, right? When we were in school back in Taiwan, Hong Kong, if we fail the test, right? What happened after that? We get
Punished.
spanked,
Yeah.
right? Either by our parents or by the teacher. The teacher are allowed to hit us. Okay, so I remember
we
every
have
time,
Haifa. Yeah.
every time students fail a quiz, they have to line up, go
And
to
get
the
beat.
front of the class. The teacher will spank them with the ruler on the hand.
Oh, I did. Yeah, it happened to me too.
Yep.
So it's really difficult when I explained that to Heather, and that was.
Yeah.
I guess I'm at the age where Ethan is now, like 3rd grade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get my ass spanked by the teacher. Like,
So there's a pressure there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
a
pressure in the United States American education system.
no,
in my
you have to
opinion.
talk to
There's no
them.
pressure.
You have to talk to
Yeah,
them.
you have to talk to them. You have to be nice to them, right?
Yeah.
Nobody can hate anybody. So, and also, you know what else? In Asia, right? Let's just say you are really bad at math. That's fine because after school, your parents will pay to the after school tutor, places where you go to learn more, to study more.
Yeah.
So to me, like this,
Bojack.
yeah, yep. So to me, there's a lot of different ways to teach you. So
They actually
that's
have
why,
it here too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they do for
Like those
Asian
A
kids.
plus blah 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 tutoring classes, but they're just really super expensive.
Mhm. And now I don't think a lot of people do those things in America, in my opinion.
In Asia, those are not tutoring classes. Those are what they call advanced tutoring.
Yeah,
exercising.
yeah, I kind of
It's
agree with Kelvin. It's not extra tutoring.
They don't go in and teach you how to do your homework. Your kids go in there to learn critical way of solving the problem. They will have so much. They will teach you a way that is so much more advanced than what you're already learning in school. So they will prep you for the next 3 years of math. But it's crazy. It's very competitive.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's very competitive.
Yep.
Like my parents would never want me to go through those. I never went to those places. It's like a fucking school and a school after school.
Yeah, school after school. Yeah.
You don't go into you don't go into to learn what you already learned in school. You go and learn a whole new different thing.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nothing like that.
I think my cousin went through that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Wow. Hey,
even now they still doing that. You know, they say, oh, winning at the start winning at the starting line.
Winning at the starting
that's
line.
what they.
Wow.
Yeah, like 贏在起跑線, right?
Yeah.
So before the race start, you already win. That's what they're trying to prep the kids. I'm like, man, this is too much.
Hey, I have a question for you, Calvin. Do you talk to your kids in Chinese or English?
Both?
Both? Is it Mandarin mostly?
No, Cantonese.
Does your wife speak Cantonese?
She understands fully.
Oh, she understands fluently, but she doesn't speak it?
Doesn't speak it.
Hmm.
Yeah. When my kids are in trouble, when they hear Cantonese, they know they're in fucking trouble. Especially when you call them by their full name.
Yeah. Oh, do you have
Not
Chinese
one
name?
word miss. You're like,
So,
They're
yeah.
like, oh shit, hi.
Wait, so yeah, obviously they have English names, right? Because they're born here, right? So that's on their birth
Yeah.
certificate. Do you give them Chinese names?
Yeah, they have Chinese name.
Their Chinese name, but it's not documented anywhere, right?
It's not documented
Yeah.
anywhere. It's just the Chinese.
Just Chinese name. Do you give it to them, or do you?
Yes. No, that my daughter, the older one. My mom picked her English name,
Oh,
and then I kind of took the sound of her English name and make it into her Chinese name.
oh, that's interesting. That's nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do your kids?
My kids have English name, obviously, but then my mother gave them Chinese names.
So it's not from you.
It's not from me. So my mom named my sons, right, like not pop stars, like Hong Kong stars that she loves. She loves Gok Jun An. So my oldest is called Cui Ji Jun, Gok Jun An, you know, and the second one is she loves Cui Ji Jun. No, so the second one she likes Hui Gun Gi. So the younger one's Cui Ji Gi.
My dad was like, why don't you just call it 1, 2, and 3? It's just easier. It's just easier to write.
It is,
right?
right? Yeah.
So okay. 黃一、黃二、
黃三。
三 1, 2, 3. So sometime when I call the kids,
Hey, what
I'll
about
just
the
go
eighth
1, 2,
kid?
3. So they all
What
come.
about the 8th kid?
Yeah. When I call them 1, 2, 3, they all
Wamba.
come.
Wamba. It only works with Calvin though. Wamba. Hey, 過來 Wamba. But that's
If I
probably
have 8
stupid.
kids, number 8 will be 黃伯.
Wamba. Come here, Wamba. My dad called me stupid all the time. That's your name, stupid.
王一蛋，王二蛋。
Did you, there was a Chinese TV show that this guy's name is you know there's a last name called Sito, right?
司徒, yeah.
Sito, and his name is Bud.
司徒 bud.
Sito Bud.
Stupid.
So he's like I was like, why your damn name is Sito? But he goes, well, my name's supposed to be Sito Basoi, but my dad don't know how to write the last word.
See, like words like that, like I don't think Cody understand that because it's Cantonese, you know?
Yeah.
Like last time I was talking about Hong Kong movie and like Kelvin said that nothing, it cannot get translated. And then like, you know, Cantonese people love the number 167. PC Yellow Chat. Because it's the double play on word, you know, Yellow Chat. That's something that only Cantonese
A
people.
dumbass.
Yeah, dumbass, but like
Yellow chat mean a dumbass.
yeah, and then yellow gao, you know, yellow gao. But those cannot be translated, you know. And I feel like sometimes even when Cody watch it in Mandarin, they get lost in translation, even though everything is Chinese. You know,
Yeah,
I believe that,
it's a slang.
it's very much slang. Yeah, I think Cantonese
It's
is
a
a
slang.
full language of slang. You know, I love it in 唐伯虎點秋香. You know, 哦，原來小利路冇飛到。The nice kiss all the time. 哦，小利路冇飛到。It's things like that, you know. 妖乸聲 and you know, God, it's so great. These things. But so when I talk about movies,
and then
right?
you know, 紅色 it's like orange.
Yeah, 顏色, yeah,
紅色is orange, and then 橙色is also orange.
yeah.
So there was this movie from Hui Gun-Ge back time. He was like, "Hey, follow that 紅色車, you know, that orange car." And then he goes, "No, it's not 紅色, it's 橙色." He's like, "That's so." The guy kept arguing, "It's 紅色 or 橙," and then the guy's like, "Stop, 紅加橙, okay." 紅加橙. So go there, you get it?
冚家
Like
鏟.
冚家橙, you know,
冚家
like
鏟.
all your all family dead.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I remember
really
that
weird. That is like a swear word for us, right? Like language is really important in I guess in Chinese culture, because I was going to bring the good thing you segue this way. I was going to talk about movie ratings. So when I was young, obviously, you know, I watched a lot of American movies in the theater, right? You know, James Bond. I seen the Terminator, the first one in the theater, and the what is that, Stallone in the jungle? Rambo. You know, Rambo was rated R here, right? But I watched those in the movie. I remember Rambo 2.
7 years old.
Yeah, like, well, maybe whenever Rambo, yeah, 7 years old. Okay, I still remember the part where Stallone got shot, right, and he was in his cave. He got some like gunpowder on his knife trying to close the wound, and I'm thinking like, oh, that was
I remember that.
See, you remember that, right? Because I saw that as a
Yeah.
little kid, and I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't think my son should see this. do you think it has
So
an
all this
effect?
I teach my kid, maybe hey, their teacher shouldn't know this, but I teach them like swear words and shit.
Yeah,
My wife is like, no, I was like, listen, when I was their age, I knew all this shit.
yeah, I know
You
all
know?
the swear words.
And I don't want to be so like a close-up parents where they felt that I don't want them to feel that they can't talk to me about anything.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. No, I rather them to get comfortable with me, so they would tell me stuff.
yeah,
Because I felt like back when I was a kid, I felt that there's a lot of shit I have to hide from my parents.
oh, I feel the same way.
So I try to be very open up with them.
It sounds very
I swear in front of them, and I said, you know, the word is fine. Don't use it at school.
yeah.
If I find out you use it at school,
You're gonna
you
be in
in
trouble.
big
Yeah.
trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like we're very Americanized in a way. In this way, I guess. I do want him to tell me everything too. So he's not afraid of me, so he can tell me his problems. Because I don't think our generation had anything like that. Like you said, we had to hide our stuff from our parents. Like when you guys got suspended. You know, no, I understand. Like it feels like if that happened to our kids, they should be telling us instead of like, well, I know I'm going to do bad. So it's a different generation of, you know, Chinese upbringing now that we're in America. You know? But on the movies thing, I hope Kelvin can still hear us. I was trying to talk to my wife about this. Well, hey, Kelvin, are you still on? I love technical difficulties.
I think he
He got
disconnected.
connection. Is it either that or his phone is dead? I'm gonna talk to you about it, Cody. Yeah, he got kicked off in a way. I could see.
There he is.
Oh, it's coming back.
Fucking phone.
Oh, well, I say we lost you. Oh, I was gonna ask you what phone you use.
Pixel 4.
Oh, Google. Okay, so no Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
So I was about to say.
I was shit. Well, what was I saying? God damn it, I forgot.
We'll talk about our kids telling us everything.
Yeah, I lost it.
Okay, so
Lost.
I was gonna talk to you guys about, like, you know, the weighted R system of the movies in Hong Kong, and I guess in Hong Kong that's not really weighted R, right? It's just the level 3 when they have like nudity and swear words, right?
Oh yeah. Sam
Cupping is like nudity and swear words. So I feel like, but then if it's violence, if Rambo is violence, right? Like Terminator is violence. I feel like something like that is okay even for Chinese television. Because to me, it's like, oh, you know what? This stuff is real life, so it can happen. So why is it rated R? So I feel like our culture differences a lot of time is like that. You know, I seen RoboCop when I was like 8 too, because, you know, my cousins have VHS, you know, at the time, and I was like watching all these.
VHS.
Yeah, they did have VHS.
And you got the rewinder.
Yeah, we get to rewind it. Watch the next movie.
Rewinder is like an additional, you know, it's like a accessory.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, if you rewind with your own VHS, it's gonna fuck up the rotor in the middle.
The rotor. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a separate thing just to rewind that tape.
Oh, that came out in the
Blockbuster,
90s.
Blockbuster charge you
If you don't
for
rewind it.
not rewinding the tape when you return them.
Yep, because I guess today that would be called the convenience fee.
Yeah, that would be that.
Yep.
If you tell this to the kids today, they have no idea what we're talking about.
Blockbuster.
I remember back then I used to just rush to a Blockbuster. It has to be like before 3 o'clock on a Friday.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you will get nothing. The entire shelf, everything's empty.
No, but before when me and Alan hang out a lot, when we had the game doctor, we gotta go to Blockbuster so we could copy the games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Remember the Chronicle of Connor, something like that?
yeah. Spring Queen and Alma, yes.
Yeah, Chronicle of Connor. Oh man, that game took like fucking 15 discs. Like, how did all this shit fit in a one fucking cassette tape,
Gosh,
one cartridge? But we need like 15 discs to fit one game.
man. Hey, you know what? That's math too.
See, yeah,
Yeah, it's
everything's
science.
math.
I like that it's mostly people like Chinese that's bootlegging. It's still going on today, right? Shenzhen is I guess the bootleg capital of the world. Shenzhen.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically all over China.
It's all over China, but a lot of I guess the factories are in I guess in China. That's why it's
Oh
so
no,
easy.
most of the factory. I mean, they sell it in Shenzhen.
You say it's in Shenzhen, yeah. I've been to several of those
But-
malls.
The manufacturer are all over China. They, I think, Wenzhou it's one of the biggest.
Really?
Wenzhou is it's the biggest factory of this kind of thing.
Mhm.
But it's like a knockoff. It's like a knockoff town. Like
Wow.
everybody's doing that shit.
Wow. How did they even
Yeah.
get started? Like, are they when we do this? I'm just gonna say we because we're Chinese, right? We don't even worry about getting caught. Like, hey, you know what? I know Apple had this phone.
Time out. You're Chinese.
I'm Chinese. Oh, I like that. I like that.
You?
Ooh. So I guess we need to establish: are we Chinese people, or is it just Cody?
I don't even know I'm Chinese anymore.
Well, from what Calvin said, right? I could agree that he's not Chinese, but for me, because my dad's from China, I guess. Well, you know what?
I don't know.
Both my grandfather's from China. Never been in Hong Kong.
My mom's side, they escaped China during the World War II. I don't know, the Japanese invasion, and went to Hong Kong. But my dad's side, we've been in Hong Kong for like two, 3 generations.
Oh wow. Huh.
So I don't know. Am I Chinese? I'm half Chinese.
You have Chinese, yes. The other half is also
I'm half
Chinese.
Chinese.
That's a
So
great
my
discussion.
My dad's side, we are 原居民. Yes and no. I mean, they weren't from there. We are Hakkayan, right? Hakka is like, it's like the tribe right north of Hong Kong. We are very big, like the old what's that? 惠陽、惠州
惠州.
yeah, 嗰啲咩學 shit. What was that one? Anyways, Hakka. We are very large. We are very big population, right?
Hakka.
Like in Guangdong.
Hmm.
So, from my understanding, my great grandparents went to Hong Kong during the Qing Dynasty.
Wow.
Yes, when it was still under Puyi and all that shit.
Oh.
So my grandparents were both born in Hong Kong. Both of my grandparents, not my mom's side. I'm talking about my dad's
So
granddad and grandma, all born in Hong Kong.
can I technically say that you don't have a Hengha? Because it's not really China.
No,
right?
we have relatives in Weiyang.
Weiyang.
I never seen them though. Like my grandfather, my dad's father, he has brothers and stuff in China. But after he passed away, we lost contact.
Oh.
We stopped going back. But my grandma, my great grandparents moved to Hong Kong, but my grandfather was born in Hong Kong, and my grandmother also was born in Hong Kong. But just my mom's side grandparents, they were from Shanghai.
Ooh. So
Yeah.
just from like we have lost relatives, and I'm pretty sure Cody, you don't know your great grandparents that well, right?
No.
I don't
never
either.
heard.
So I have another thing to bring up because obviously we're not really good at record keeping because a lot, I guess, I'm not even sure my grandfather know how to read or write. Okay, so no one keep records. My dad was born at home, obviously, like my mother was. So I feel like the things in America like Ancestry, DNA.com doesn't really work for Chinese people or actually whatever our race is at this point. And I feel that it's not fair because none of us kept records. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If I want
It might work though if you really think of that. How big Africa is, and they were able to identify you are Ethiopian or from
Oh.
Yemen or blah blah blah. I have few friends that actually they are African American, born here, raised here, generations of generations. But he told me that actually we just had that conversation. Me and him, we just had that conversation a couple of days ago during lunch. He was like, he's part of Eastern Ethiopian.
Wow.
I was like, oh, okay, So I was in my head, I didn't say it. In my head, I'm like, maybe they are able to
Do that for
separate my blood.
Yes.
Oh, you are, because Chinese, we have like fucking several hundred tribes.
Yeah.
We have, all the most majority of Chinese are Hanzhong,
Oh, Han.
right? But remember back then that we have 金國嗰度係苗族人 and 滿人. That's Qing dynasty. The Qing people are 滿人, Mandarin.
Yeah.
So, and then they have what? 成吉思汗佢哋係 what? Fuck, I forgot the term.
I wouldn't know. I don't see. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know any Chinese history.
They have so many different, like each tribe is one word. Boom, 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 different.
Oh yeah, they carry the flag. Yeah.
But Han is the largest one. So I'm part of Hanzhong.
Really? So
I knew that.
see, I would be interested to find out what I am and what Cody is.
So I would say if we do that ancestor shit, maybe they will be able to find out. I mean, how much is it? $200?
$100. I was just trying to find out if I'm mixed with anything because my eyes are so fucking big for a Chinese person.
They'd be like, you come back with the report with just one line, you're Chinese.
Yeah, you're 50% Chinese.
Oh, thank you.
And 50%
thanks.
Asian. Oh, thank you, fucking asshole.
Thanks for my $100 to let me know what I already knew.
Thanks for the confirmation.
Thank you. Wow, I thought I was white.
Yeah, because well, I only did it because my great aunts were saying that we might be part Russian. I'm like, well, I'll let you find that out. But
Russian, wow.
Because my great aunt said that like some of their ancestors might be white, so I was trying to find that out. Like my mother's side. I'm
not surprised because you don't look quite Asian.
Yeah, I don't, right? I'm always tripping people up. Like I don't know. I tried that ancestry DNA, but then I'm not getting the answers I feel like I need, because they tell me like, hey, because not a lot of people, I guess in the Asian countries, are testing this kind of stuff, so you won't know it that well. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I have to wait like maybe 50 years from now or something, just to find a definite answer.
It's weird. I don't even know where they get their database.
Yeah, I don't. I think they have to get it from more and more people.
So did you have the consent from these people? I never heard of that. So how do you get this data?
It's probably in a fine print when you send it in. Hey, by sending us your data, right, you agree to blah, 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 blah. Oh, but I don't want to be tracking my data. Yeah, whatever. I given that up a long time ago.
Maybe, you know how sometimes when you draw blood and you do all that shit, they have fine print, you have the initial?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just in there,
No.
And, you agree to for some sort of
Medical testing?
Exam or whatever, that we took part of your DNA to store in database.
Yeah.
And they
I'll do it.
And then they took database from other country, regions of people, how dude, this shit is too much. Too advanced. I don't know.
It's too advanced.
Together, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
Can they simplify that and put it in blocks?
Can we have common Chinese something?
Common DNA.
Common DNA for Chinese people.
Commonancestor.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common DNA. Oh, I forgot where I was going with this. What was I saying before we got onto the topic of are we Chinese? Oh, I was talking about bootlicking. So bootlicking. So when Chinese people are like, do we just not give an F? Like, hey, I really like your iPhone here. I don't have an iPhone, but I really like your phone here. But I'm just going to take your technology, your shell, and make this phone. Let's just call it Huawei or something. You know, this is our stuff.
Have you have you saw the movie regarding to this guy? He invented the windshield wiper.
No, sounds interesting.
I forgot the name of the movie. So they basically he sued for stealing his patent because he did this little socket board, right, and put a little motor and make the windshield wiper go in patent, right? So his argument, the Ford's defense is on that socket board, every little chip, the transmitter, whatever all that little pieces they call, are not copyright to him. So this is not his invention, right? So in this guy defense is he took a book out. He said, did this writer invent any word in this book? But if this is his book, but he did not invent any word, he simply put words together into this book, and it's his book. How is me putting this stuff together and become a patent was my creation? It's not my invention.
Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
You never saw that movie?
I never saw that movie, but like the way that
crazy. Like Ford had to settle with this guy outside at the end for like several $1 million. But I mean, back then, right?
Yeah, back then it's a lot.
50, 60, or 30 back in 1930. It's a lot of fucking money.
Wow, I never heard that movie. Is it a documentary?
Is that called Flash of Genius? Is that a movie name?
I don't remember the name of the movie.
Are you Googling that right now?
Yeah.
It was about the windshield wiper. Just that windshield wiper, because Ford put that shit in their car. This guy put it in his car, for some reason, and then I think his car has to go to the shop or something, and Ford find out, and then they took that.
It makes sense. So that was I guess the original DIY then.
Yeah, the original DIY. He put that shit together and make that windshield wiper boo boo. Back then, I'm recording that movie. That like people, they had like little roller thing. It's like a window. You know, back then we had to fucking roll the window. They have another one that you have to fucking do this while you're driving.
Oh, yes.
So this guy put a pattern with a motor. So instead of using your arm doing this like fucking rocket fucking shit, you know, like you're jacking off, you know, under your driving, that shit just kind of wipe itself.
Oh my god! So you're saying that Ford are the original bootleggers?
Yes, first one.
Yeah, first ones.
And they lost.
They lost. Wow. Well, are any bootleg items any good? Would you call our game doctors bootlegging? It would.
Oh shit! Totally copyright and everything. Dude.
Copyright and everything. So now it reminds me. So when I was young, I was reading Dragon Ball, right? Before the legit comic book came out. I think the comic books that I was getting from the bookstores are like Xerox copy, and like they were manual translated. I feel like. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because when my cousin gave me the draft, like when we start reading it right from these bookstores, I don't think they're even legit bookstores anymore.
You mean when they translate it in Hong Kong?
Yeah, when it's first translated in Hong Kong before it, I had the whole set.
I think they have copyright for that. They
have copyright for it. Yeah.
I don't know if it's... No, you know what? I took it back. A lot of them are from Taiwan, you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
They don't translate it in Hong Kong. They translate it in Taiwan. Taiwan make the print and everything, and then they sell it in Hong Kong and Taiwan market.
So one character, Mohan, right? When I first started reading Dragon Ball, the translator was Hatlam. Never Mohan. Yes. Oh, okay. So you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yes, it was Hatlam. No, Mohan is more like a Cantonese translation.
Yeah, it's translation.
Hatlam is a Taiwanese translation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like Doraemon and Ding Dong.
Yeah, oh my god, my parents still call it Ding Dong.
I call it Ding Dong.
I do too.
I love. 大雄牙刷仔.
Yeah.
技安, right?
技安, yeah.
The Taiwanese translate 胖子.
Oh,
yeah.
胖子 like a fat boy.
技安 is 胖子.
Okay, yeah. I know that too.
牙刷仔係 what?
福田.
I don't know.
福田.
Yeah.
福田.
Yeah.
Yeah, so different.
正義
But originally was translated in Taiwan, and Taiwan sell it back to Hong Kong.
Oh,
And
that's right. Okay, I never gotten that straight. I was like, where are these translated? Like, how come it's Mohan or how come there's this name all of a sudden? 多拉利蒙. Yeah, 唔空still 唔空, yeah.
Yeah,
多拉利蒙. I hate saying 多拉利蒙, you know? But then it was like...
they came up with Doraemon after I moved to United States.
United States?
It was still called Ding
Ding
Dong.
Dong, yeah. But Doraemon is just because it's a straight translation from Japanese, right? Doraemon.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
God.
It's like my kid's name.
You know what's really funny? The way that...
The Chinese name is straight out from the English name.
You know, the way I was keeping up with remembering how to write and read Chinese because I was reading comic books. I'm still reading... Well, I'm still... right now I bought Dragon Ball Super in English.
Oh, I can't do that.
I don't want to,
English
but...
translation is kind of like...
No, I don't like English translation, but then I could buy it from Amazon. That's why. Like, I can't buy the Chinese stuff on Amazon. Is Yes Asia still around?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I could look it up right
did
now.
I tell you guys about Manor Production?
Yes, last week, right? The Macau YouTubers.
They apparently, I just recently watched a show that they did. This guy found the Yes card.
Oh, what?
He was like, "Oh my god, this place has Yes card," you know. So he's just fucking flipping that shit in one of those like photo album. But this guy, yeah, it's all the Yes card like Zhao Waiman and all that shit. I'm like,
oh, Zhao Waiman. Speaking of Zhao Waiman, is she dead yet? 死了没啊？赵伟文。
I don't know. Cody used to like Zhao Waiman.
Did Lewis also?
Is
Lewis.
she like 60 now or something? What?
I
don't
think
know.
Cody was Zhao Waiman's fan, right? You were.
I think we
Didn't
were
you have
all.
like a poster of her or something?
I think we were all the women's fans.
Yeah,
No, not me. I'm like, so Ian's fan.
I remember Lewis was too. 赵伟文.
Yeah.
Very into
Oh,
赵伟
that
文.
one.
We all, right?
Yeah.
I always think
Guan
about
Jilam.
Guan Jilam. Yeah.
Yao Jing. Oh my god.
Are those women dead yet or kind of old? Like, how do I find a recent picture of them? Vivian Chow, right?
Yeah.
Her most recent one was there was a movie in Taiwan. It's called 等一個人咖啡.
等一個人咖啡, huh?
What's called Cafe Waiting Love.
Oh, sounds like a very
If you-
Chinese movie.
If you go to YouTube, just put Cafe Waiting Love, it will come out. She has a song. She has a song for that. That movie was just a few years ago.
Really? She still sings?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, she's like 60 years old.
And she's 60 years old?
Wait, no, she's like probably 50.
Probably
She
50
does
something,
not
yeah.
look 50, dude.
You know, I think there's a movie with Zhou Yunfan and Gok Fusing, right? Gok Fusing is 53 in this
Really?
movie. Oh, I forgot. It's comes Project Guten or something. And I was asking my wife, like, hey, I was looking at Aaron Kwok, right? Like, how old do you think he is? She just looks at him in the movie. He's like, he looks 38. This guy is 53 years old during this time. 53. He looks 38 to her. But I don't know because it's movie. But then, you know, Gok Fusing is 50s too. You know, all of them are. Like, isn't Liu Dehua like 60?
You know, what's her name? This Taiwanese girl that used to date Jay Chou. She made a fuck, what's her name? 徐玉酸啊？
哦，徐玉酸我唔知。
Oh yeah, she's hot too.
徐玉酸 right? Oh my god, did you see her picture? She looks like 25, dude.
How
Really?
old is she now? 40 something?
She's like
Oh,
my
she
age.
looks
I think
25?
she's 76. She's 76. She's 44 years old.
44
I
years
remember
old.
me and her about the same age.
So you're saying that we look... When we look old, we don't look that old. That's what you're saying, right?
Mhm.
So I was...
Yes,
I was yeah.
We can go to State Fair and do that age game.
Oh, I love that. I was thinking the same.
You know,
with me.
Yeah.
I win every time. They even go like 3 years plus or minus. They still like
Yeah.
lost far.
Yeah,
They
because like
couldn't.
they look for
if I
the
put a
the
hat,
shock thing.
if I
Yeah.
wear a hat, like once I cover my hairline, oh my god, they so lost by 20 years.
Because they're trying to tell from this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that guy
Try to
how
tell
he
from
do it.
this.
Yeah.
By your skin,
Your skin. Yep.
you know. Once I put a hat on, they can't tell my hairline because I cover from here.
Yeah.
Like cover up 3 fucking inches on my
So me
hairline.
and Cody would probably
like
still
that.
win a lot. They might guess us 35, 33 still.
I think
Yeah,
I played the one
I
time.
get a lot about 35.
Yeah, 35, yeah. Well, they were like, no, 35 was 5 years ago or 6, 7 years ago now. Shit.
But 35, I'll shake his hands. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Which one can I get now?
Yeah.
I'll put that one.
Wherever you're going, I'm coming with you. Sometimes I joke
No,
like,
you
dude.
only do one time though. When he finds out he's off by like 10 years, the next one he'll add at least 8 years on top. He's like, oh, this motherfucker's got me.
I know. Too bad there's no state fair this year.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one of my questions I was going to ask you guys. So if... Hold on. Let me look at my question. I want to ask this right. If you can skip this year, 2020, without aging, how much would you pay to do this?
Without aging.
Like, let's just say you went from 2019 to 2021, right? So you stay 42, 41, or 44 at this age. So you don't go a year, but you get to skip this whole year 2020. How much would you pay?
First of all, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Why would I want to skip 2020?
Oh, just for the conversation's sake.
Okay.
I wouldn't pay anything because I don't need to skip it this year.
No? But then we're going to the lockdown.
I don't think I miss anything at all.
You don't miss anything? Let's see. Do I miss anything?
I'm sorry to say this. I mean, you have to see where my standing point is.
Oh, yes.
I actually this year make me realize a lot of things about America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I learned a
This
lot.
economy is a joke.
Yes.
You know, it's like a 24K gold plated fucking aluminum bar.
Okay.
You know, it looks good outside, but it has no value. You break it in the middle, you peel off that little gold plated on the outside, you realize, oh my god, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
this is shit. Yeah.
It's a fucking scam. This fucking country is a scam.
Yes.
Look at these people. Majority of the people are not like they are not able to survive without one day working.
Mm-hmm.
Like stop without one day not being at work.
Mhm.
These people has no savings. These people living paycheck by paycheck. A lot of them. You have like your 1% living up top, maybe another 2% that's living okay during this time.
Yeah.
What about the rest of your 97% of the people?
Yeah.
Okay, 50% of these people are underage, whatever. And then you still have a larger number of 40% of your population are suffering in the middle. And then let's say half of them are essential. Half of them lost their job. Now who is paying for all this shit? You're gonna rely on this 20% of the people workforce still paying your taxes out. All you do is paying them $1,200 a fucking check, $600 a week. These people barely surviving. They're not working.
Yeah.
These people up top are not paying taxes.
No, they're not.
Right? Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how this country is
It's greedy.
relying on these people,
On the poor people, on the lower class.
on the poor people, like middle to middle bottom, like the lower class.
Yeah.
These people are working paycheck by paycheck, and then they still have to pay taxes. Look at this shit right now. I personally do not know a lot of people who lost their job, but most of them, as of today, is still working paycheck by paycheck. I have friends that has to work 60 hours a week.
Ooh.
They're essential, so they work 60 hours a week. With this economy, how do you get 60 hours a week every week?
No, you're right. It's a scam. And I saw you have a Facebook post. Not only you, right, but a lot of people post like, "Hey, 2009's minimum wage is $7.25. 2019 minimum wage is still $7.25. But the rent from 2009 went from like, hey, one bedroom to 800 something to $1,400. So yeah, it's a scam. Like, what is that? Like, how do you have that inflation up? Like, it feels like if you want to have that rent go up, right, the paying power, it should go up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like, back then when we came to the US, like, oh, by the time you're 18, you move out of the house, right? At this standard, like at this time, that's not possible. If you're like, hey, I'm just 18, I'm making minimum wage, there's no way I can live outside. That
Mhm.
thought is out the window. It doesn't make sense to, oh, I'm 18, you live by yourself, right, dude? You must be rich.
Yeah.
Right? You must be rich. There's
A
no
lot,
way.
a lot of people argue, right? Minimum wage is not designed for people to. It's not supposed to be a life supporting wage. It's for people who has no work experience. And then, but if after 10 years you still making 725, you have to evaluate yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about people who, like you said, 18 years old, got out of college, right now come up to work,
No experience.
no experience, 725 living with the parents.
Yep.
You know, back then 725 we can maybe work 2 jobs and be able to rent, pay for my apartment.
Yeah.
Now, dude, you can't even buy a fucking Happy Meal for a $7-8 a fucking Happy Meal or something.
Oh yeah, I know. I buy Happy
not
Meals.
Happy Meal. I'm talking about like a fucking combo number one Big Mac.
Well, Big Mac's like
After
6
tax,
something.
it's like fucking $8.
Yeah.
8 something. That if you're working minimum wage, you can't even get a fucking meal after working for 1 hour.
Yeah, not even at a fast food restaurant. I agree.
So, something's wrong there.
Oh, I know. I mean, like, when was that last? It was 2009 that was updated, right? The minimum wage.
Minimum wage.
But I remember when we were
7.25?
working.
Time ago,
I
yeah.
don't
Yes,
know.
7.25.
I remember when I first worked, it was $4.75.
Oh, so when me and Cody worked at the movie theater, what was it, 1995?
425.
425 was our minimum wage.
Yep.
I remember
So
when it was $4.75 each,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I was at the Whataburger, the one next to our high school,
Yeah.
on 75.
Oh, yeah.
That's my first job.
Wow, Whataburger. Yeah, so you're very American too. So your first job was a fast food joint, and our first job was a movie theater. We're very Americanized.
You
People- a
know,
lot of people
what's
don't see
crazy?
that.
At that time, like $5 is a high wage.
I know. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, you make $5? That's awesome.
You know what crazy though? I barely spoke any English, and then I did not know what is mayonnaise, what is mustard, what is lettuce. All I know is tomato and cheese.
Wait, was it Whataburger or Burger King? I thought you and Louis worked at
Well,
the
I did Burger King too,
Oh,
but
okay.
that was
later, right?
after we went to senior high school. I
Oh,
worked
okay.
at Burger King.
Wow.
But before that, my first job, so they put me on the drive-through line.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I could barely say how are you, and they put me on drive-through line. I was like, in my mind, like, are you not realizing I don't speak English?
I think the question would be like, I can't believe you hire me. I don't even speak English.
I was expecting to go there to maybe wash dishes and learn. English,
Yeah.
but they fucking put me on the drive-through line, and of course, I fucked up every fucking order.
Yeah. Welcome to
That's no
Texas.
break. I was like, what is mustard? What is mayonnaise? They both start with a fucking M. You know? I never had mustard before.
Oh.
Then they tell me, oh, mustard is yellow. I was like, oh, okay. But I still would take the wrong order because people be like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, with this, without this, with this, without this. I'm like, dude, can you just get a fucking burger with everything on it?
Get it normal.
Pretty
So,
easy.
so it's really funny when you said
What
that.
is wrong with fucking lettuce?
I still order
Eat some
that way.
vegetables, bitch.
Yeah, I still order that way. I don't take anything off. I don't, because I was raised to like, hey, if you fucking order this, right? My parents like, you better fucking eat everything. You're not taking out any pickles. So that's why I like pickles today, right? My wife, she's like, hey, can you give me a double cheeseburger, no pickles? I'm like, oh, mafan. And she knows what mafan means. So like, why can't I never fucking remember, okay? If I get her a double cheeseburger, fucking
take it
pickles.
out.
Yeah, fucking pickles in there, and you
Yeah,
fucking take it
yeah.
out. Oh my god. This is white privilege.
Oh, man.
I think we just raised differently because, like, my parents like, hey, we're fucking buying, like, if you take out the stuff, right, we still have to pay the same price. So fuck you, little you. That's how I think.
Just you don't want lettuce, just get it with it, take it out. So I got a free salad.
Yeah, I get extra lettuce. I don't even like it. My kids are like, oh, I don't like vegetables on my burger. I'm like, fuck you. They do shit.
Yeah, my kid be like, I don't eat this, I don't eat this. I was like, do you know what kids in Africa eat?
They eat dirt. And then you
No,
look for
then they be
clean
like,
water.
then they be like, Dad, Africa is not a third world country. And then I was like, I'm not talking about South Africa.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
funny.
They know what
As
a
I'm
third
talking
world
about
country
those
is.
people still live in the jungle. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, 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 you know?
I could actually say, hey, you have cousins in China, right? That doesn't even eat as well as this.
No, I can't use that line.
No, you can't.
My kids go to China. They think fucking America is a third world country.
Oh, you know what? It makes sense to me. Yeah.
My kid be like, my kids like that. Why we still have this here in China? We don't use this in.
Like, what is that? What is that example?
Like they use the phone for everything.
Yeah.
Like people go out, they don't even need to carry cash. You have cash, you hand them cash in China, they be like, ooh, take it like that from you, with the fucking nail. They won't even
Wow.
touch it with their finger.
No, I still can't believe that Chinese people don't prefer cash in China. Everything is digital
Because
now.
it's very inconvenient. They get robbed all the time.
Yes. Oh, you know what? That's a
Remember-
good point. I didn't think about that.
Remember, like the back then when you have money in China, when we used to go visit, I would have, let's say I have $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, not dollar, 1,000 yen. I will break it into 200 this pocket, 300
Yeah.
this pocket, and then 500 under my shoe.
No, you had to have a hidden compartment in your underwear that my mom was sew on there. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So now that everything is so that's why people in China actually like that better.
Because they
But
get
then
robbed
to
less.
the American people, they'd be like, why you try to monitor what I'm buying? Why
Yeah.
you want to know where I'm going?
So
Why you
it's a third world
Dude.
country
when
compared
was
with
telling-
technology.
I was telling Lame last week, just by having this phone in your hand, have you ever go to Google
Yeah.
Map and click your timeline?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They know
he was here.
exactly
I mean-
where I went. Yeah.
You never seen that? Go do it, American. You are tracked every day from fucking wake up, not even fucking 24/7. Even like
Yeah.
these, probably we're being monitored already.
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Homeland Security, but what
I
these
totally
three
believe it.
Chinese guys?
You know what's really funny? They probably know I wake up at 5:25 every day because my sleep app is hooked up to Google Fit. And
Yeah.
anything hooked up to Google, right? Oh, goodbye. They know Lamb Chew wake up at 5:25 Monday to Friday, 6:15 on Saturday, Sunday. Like, are they gonna sell me something that caters to my time? I know they are.
That data is being sold, just like Facebook.
Yep. And that's what Andrew Yang is trying to tax, right? That data, that money that's from that data.
So to me, I just don't understand why you think communism is so bad. I mean, they are controlled. They're in full control. What? You think it's different here?
Yeah. Controlled by
I
other
don't
people.
think it's any different. When you
Over here, it's like
when you're
corporation,
working,
they have your info. Yeah.
yeah, you're living under a system. They're gonna want to know who you are.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to know who are you? Why you where you from? What money you making? Where you spend on? Why you suddenly have like this $2,000? They don't care if you have $2,000. They care if they tax your $2,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't care if you make that money. As long as they get a piece of that.
They get a cut. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they get. Oh, you make 2,000. You want it legal? Give me 200.
Yes. Yes,
That's how it
very
is.
true.
American or not, fucking African or not, Chinese or not, Korean or not, doesn't fucking matter. As long as the government get a cut of your money, it's legal. Look at weed. How bad that shit was fucking 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, now it's like they put it in oil, they put it in gummy bears, they put it in everything. That you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now they know, it's good for you.
Yeah, it's good
So
for you.
What happened?
What I mean,
So
now
all
it's good
these
for
fucking
me.
people got put in jail. All these
Yeah.
fucking people got put in jail.
Oh, I highly agree with that. Yeah.
But- Are you going to release them? How are you going to repay these people? So you're going to be like, oh, they grandfathers, so they're going to still be serving their life sentence?
That's
But
messed
all
up.
these motherfuckers out here smoking weed?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I always think that cigarettes was worse than, marijuana.
Oh, by far.
Oh, by far. But because it was legal, so it's fine.
Yeah. Alcohol too.
Yeah, alcohol
It's
too is
legal,
way
so it's
it's way worse than marijuana. But I have one more question to ask you guys. So let me tell you guys this. So in my 20s, okay, my dad works in restaurants, so he knows a lot of, I guess, corrupt Chinese people or whatever. And he asked me this question one time. Hey, for this amount of dollars, would you try to help this Chinese little girl get a green card? So my question is to you guys, if you were back in your 20s, would you do something like that or how much is the X amount of money you would accept? So I got offers where 20,000, 30,000.
I got offer already.
Oh, you did? Really? How much?
3,500 or 35,000.
35,000. So my dad was able to
Something
find
like
me
that.
100 grand, right? And I was like, dude, 100 grand. Yeah, 100 grand was a lot of money. So I'm thinking like, man, how badly does this Chinese girl want to do that, right? I was thinking about it at the time because then if I have 100 grand, I'm not going to work for 3 years. But then my mother didn't want me to do it.
I chose not to. I thought about it. I don't want anything to come back on me.
Oh,
Because overall, we weren't native born American.
Yeah.
So if find out you abuse the system like that, they might
take us back. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So because legal, that's illegal.
That's illegal. Yeah, we're not born here. Yep.
We got the status because we pay our dues. We live here for like so many years, blah blah blah, whatever it is.
We met the requirements we needed. Yeah.
We met the requirement. So now that you got the status, you use it to make money.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I mean, we weren't born here, so basically we can be deported.
Yeah, basically.
They can deport us, take away the status, deport us back to where we're from. No, I didn't want to risk that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't ever think about the risk
got
factor.
3 offers.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 offers.
Offers.
Having an offer like that, it just means how great this country is.
Yeah. So they all want to come here.
Yeah.
I had two are Vietnamese girl, 1 Chinese girl.
Wow. How did they even approach you?
From my friends.
Oh, from your friends? So they were just looking for a way.
Yeah, like some friends that I knew back then. They said, "Hey, my cousin tried to come here. Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to do that?
Huh.
Yeah.
So no amount of
I
money.
didn't do that. That's
Well, that's a lot of work to go through too.
35, 40, 60, something like that.
Wow.
It's a lot of money back then, but I didn't want to risk it.
I never asked my dad, like, how the hell did you find these people? Or you know what? They might just find him. Because they know he's American citizen. Yeah, they probably just find him.
Maybe it's your dad's co-worker.
Yeah, it's probably his co-workers.
Mhm.
Yep. Wow.
Maybe his co-worker.
Man, that's crazy.
Cody's all quiet. Maybe he took that money. Or
Well, I'm still
Cody's
debating.
like, oh shit.
I think for the right price, I will do it.
Wait, what?
Because for the right price, I will do it because I'm just trading my time to get this thing to work for them. I mean, in my opinion, yes, there's a risk that I can be deported if anybody actually find out about this thing going on. But at the same time, I feel like if I can help somebody, I don't know this girl's situation. What if she's in a really bad situation that she really want to be here? So by me doing this, I can actually help another person, right? And I make money for it. So I think it depends on the money
situation.
Too.
Oh, the money, the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cody,
are you? For it,
are you a very, very self-control person? Do you consider yourself a very disciplined person?
By discipline, you mean like a little bit more detail?
Okay, because from what I know is you have to live with this person.
Yeah,
I know.
Because
I understand
they will come and check you anytime.
Randomly.
They'll come in and look if you guys they will look for evidence that you guys are living together. You cannot just you come here today because they're gonna interview you. So you have to have like all that shit set up.
And you have to learn the other person's life.
Yeah, you have to learn the other person's life.
Yeah.
So now basically you're gonna be living with this person, maybe separate room, but what if she seduces you?
Let me tell you something.
The minute your little Cody pop out from the pen, you refunding that fucking money because you fucked her.
Oh wait, so you're saying this?
Let Cody.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something, okay? So
Okay.
I don't know if Kelvin know this girl, but I know this girl.
Oh, Kelvin knows.
She actually went to this with another guy, some Middle Eastern guy, and they failed because during the questionnaire, they ask
Mhm.
really personal questions, like like private stuff. They actually find out if about your sex life. So to them, right, to the immigration, if you guys are together, how can you guys not have sex, right? So they will ask questions related to those, and in a separate room to see if the question answer match. So they failed on that part, and they didn't get so she didn't get the citizenship because she failed it.
Wow.
They didn't plan this ahead. So, in my opinion, if I actually do this with a girl, then I will have to know more than just her outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get her
So
inside.
you actually have to fuck her.
No, I don't have to fuck her, but I have to know about
So
what she has.
how do you know
You know?
she has a little mole on the left side of the butt cheek?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Because she has an ass tattoo, something like that. Right?
So you guys have to give each other physical exams. Come on, it's on the test. We have to give each other physical exams.
we gotta be ready for it, Yeah.
No, it's a lot of work.
They will ask you, like you said, they ask you a lot of sensitive stuff. You're gonna fail if you're not actually live with that person.
Yeah.
You know what's the easiest way? Have a kid with the person. That's the easiest way.
Oh, that's a whole can of worms.
Then you have to actually, you want to be with her, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have a kid with her.
Hey, I was going to ask Calvin about the seduction. So you're saying that if the girl seduced you and you went for it, the deal is off? Is that what you mean? Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Unless if you actually fall in love with her, you maybe have to pay back the money too.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's what I was offered. I was like, all right, what if I fuck her? It was like, then you refund the money.
Wow.
They straight up told me, you refund the money because now this is a real deal.
Oh, now it's a real deal. Hey, you know what? Back then it's probably a real deal. Now it's like, hey, we can fuck anybody we want, I guess.
So who's paying the money then?
That's a real deal.
It's probably the parents or her.
Okay.
It's the girl that's paying you the money.
So if the two people actually fall in love, to then, okay, give me my money back, right? It's a refund.
Because they know that it's just gonna get it anyway. Why would they pay you?
Yeah, I see.
She's gonna get it,
Yeah,
you
she's
guys
gonna get it.
make it real. So
Yeah.
why?
It's like a paid arranged marriage.
So they probably try very hard to get you in bed and have kids, like you said, and then even though they don't love you, when they get the green card, they divorce your ass. Now you have to pay child support too.
Yep.
Oh, and then I don't like this part. Sure.
Yeah.
Not the child support part, but the way they try to lie to you. Yeah.
Unless in some way you actually get her start to like you in the process. In that case, then
that's different.
So it's pretty complicated.
Yeah, it's just kind of no. That's not what we want.
Well, that's too much emotions into play. That's too tough.
Yeah. $500,000, I'll do it.
Wow, $500,000. God, you better be the best actor.
$500,000, she can just move here as an investor, entrepreneur, and hire some people like 20 or 14 position. If you hire like certain amounts of American, you start a company, you get to have a business status, and as an immigrant.
Oh, that's interesting.
As long as you keep your business open, you provide job for American.
Yeah,
people.
you provide job for American.
Yeah. You get to get a green card.
So you can buy anything, like, basically with money, in a way.
Yes.
You can buy your way in with money. Come on, this is democracy.
Yeah, this is democracy. God, it's great. You can buy. Come on, is there anything that money can't buy? Name me one thing that money can't buy. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You can't buy back your life after you die.
Well, you can't buy anything after you die.
You can't buy back time.
You can't buy back time. That's really good.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, time is the only thing you can't buy.
Not quite true.
Let me see. Can you buy back? Well, okay, hold on. Before you go on, isn't that why punishment is like jail time or something? Because you can't buy back time. That's your punishment.
In my opinion, I don't think you. I mean, you cannot buy back time physically, but money can buy back a lot of old memories. You can. Oh, now I have money. I can do shit that I couldn't do back then.
Oh, but you're not as young as back then.
In a way, it's a fulfillment for what you mean by cannot buy back time. why you want to go back time? Because there's something you didn't do or you regret of doing. Now with money, you can redo all those things, get it redone, and there'll be no regret.
That's
Well-
a good point.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
hold on. So before you said it was a good point. So let's just say it's not a memory. I just want to buy back the last 2 hours of my time because I figured this next stuff out wrong or something like. I just need 2 hours additional to my 24-hour day. I have nothing to do with memories.
No, then you cannot buy back.
It feels like we're just changing condition. Like, no, the time thing
Yeah,
is
you're
really
changing all
good.
the conditions right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems simply, let's roll back 2 hours. No, then
Yeah.
no.
That sucks.
Mm.
But money is something you can't buy back time, huh? I always think that's why people get punished because like, hey, what are you gonna do? Fine them? Like if you have a witch person, no, they just keep paying off fees. They never have to
Hey,
go to jail.
You can buy back time, dude.
Oh.
If you live in New York. Oh shit! I fucked up. Let's fly to California right now. Boom. Oh, you fucked that shit up in Hong Kong. Let's fly to America. You actually earned a fucking day, bro.
Damn.
we beat time travel.
We beat time traveling, right? If you fuck that shit up in Hong Kong, and then you fly straight back to Dallas, non-stop, boom, 16 hours later, you are 24 hours behind.
That was past Lamb's problem. I get a whole new 16-hour start.
Not only 2 hours, man. 2 hours fucking amateur. I got 16 hours back.
That sounds like a YouTube video. Like, oh my god, I messed up. It's 1 p.m. Hong Kong time. I need to go. I need to go far as west as I can. So in a way, I'm going to travel into the future. Okay, is it Dallas 10:36 right now? If I travel to Hong Kong, like, dude, I'm in the future. I call my mom like, you guys are 13 hours in the past or in the future. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
Oh. That's really funny.
Oh, there was something. Was that the tsunami shit?
Oh, what?
I forgot. It was something like major life event that happened. That it was occur in a different part of the world. That was 9 hours ahead, and then and this girl, American white girl, she left a comment on Instagram or something. That was like many years ago. She was like, if these people knew about this shit 9 hours ahead, why didn't they warn the world about this? We were like, what the fuck?
Oh, I remember reading that.
She actually has the guts to post that shit on social media. Oh my god. If they are 9 hours ahead knowing this shit already happened, why didn't they warn the world so we have 9 hours of preparation?
Is that something they teach?
Many lives be saved.
Is that something they teach in school about time difference?
I don't know.
Because we just knew because we came from another country, right? We just know like, hey, it's 13 hours ahead, and then if they do daylight saving time, it's 14 hours ahead. You know. I don't even remember being taught time difference.
We didn't have time zone.
No, we don't have time zone because we in Hong Kong and Taiwan is always one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We 7 o'clock Hong Kong and 7 o'clock in Beijing.
Yeah. Well, Beijing only has one time zone.
Even though we are like Houston to New York distance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's still the same time zone.
The same time zone. Yeah.
I think that is a lot easier.
Yes, I think it's a lot easier.
We don't have that little spring forward, fall back shit.
Yeah. I think it's so funny. It's such a waste of time doing that stuff.
I don't understand the whole daylight saving part. I mean, we're not saving any daylight.
I think what is daylight saving time? I thought it was because that way there's more.
People don't use as much electricity.
Electricity.
Right? Yeah.
For schools. It's for schools. That's right. Yeah. That's it.
I don't get that part.
There's
really
electricity.
Don't get that part. Yeah, it's all about daylight saving.
Yeah, daylight saving.
Yeah.
What a waste of
It's
time
stupid.
and effort.
You fucking like fall back, right? So in the morning you fucking wake up, everything's so
It's
dark.
so dark.
You know, what kind of daylight saving you talking about?
Yeah. See, that was one of those ideas back then. They thought it was awesome too, just like Common Core math. Like, oh my god, we have this great idea.
I know, right?
What if we turn the clocks back 1 hour? What happened? Well, check this out. But in like 3, 4, 5 months later, right, we turn it back. So what the hell's going on?
So I just lost 1 hour.
Yeah, but you gain it back later.
And then I get it back.
So
It's like fucking credit card, man.
so like what?
You use it first and then you pay it back later.
Yeah, use it first. Like 先使未來錢, you know? Yes.
Fucking
Wow.
credit card. The most evil shit you could ever invent.
I know. That's another great idea back then too.
You spend it first and pay it back later with
Yeah.
a little interest.
A little interest. Or you could pay back the whole thing. It depends on how you play the game.
They just didn't tell you that interest is the 30%.
30%, 27, 15.
So
There's a
you
lot.
try to buy this thing that was like on sale. Oh, 15% off, right? You spend it without having the money, and then but you're paying 30% interest. So you're actually paying 15% more. But that shit's compound, right?
Yeah, compound. Yeah. So, but nobody cares.
By the end, you pay off that shit you originally spent $20, or maybe $500 for. You still have a $400 debt on credit card. Fucking, you double that shit in like a year.
Oh
So evil.
my gosh, man. I have one more thing. I got one more thing to talk about.
Do I have to look at the list?
No, you don't have to look at the list. I still remember what did Kelvin say to me? I remember Kelvin said this to me when Ethan was born, when my oldest was born. Like, oh, Lamb, you are so lucky that your first was a boy. Do you remember that? No, because I remember you was like, oh, I'm fully interesting because like Chinese people still prefer sons to be the first one, right? Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I at first when I found out my daughter's gender,
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I was like, oh shit, it's a girl. You know, in our culture, we always think a girl is in disadvantage. You know, but now I think different.
Oh yeah, yo,
I'm
yeah,
glad it was a fucking girl.
yeah.
A girl, not fucking. I'm so glad it's a girl. You know,
Yeah, you got a girl and 2 sons, right?
one
yeah.
girl, two boys. The boys are so much harder to control.
Yes, boys are very hard to control.
Yeah, my daughter is like very generous and 我哋香港叫好文靜。
好文靜。
What's the term for English?
I don't know. I don't even know how to say this in English. There's another term in Cantonese. 好純.
好純, yeah.
好純,
naive.
I cannot really say
Naive
naive.
is a bad way of
Yeah,
saying
it's
though.
yeah, 好純 is
I would
Yeah.
say that,
yeah. It's
Naive
not.
is innocent.
Yeah, naive is
She's
innocent.
very innocent.
But he's like
But,
when I say like she's a nice girl. He's a nice boy. When you got 好純, you know. But I don't know how to translate that in English.
Yeah, it's like everything about this person is pure.
Yes, pure, but it's very good.
It's
yeah,
positive. It's
Yeah.
positive.
not naive.
So-
Like sometimes naive could be like, oh, this person's dumb.
Yeah, naive is dumb.
Yeah,
Innocent is just kind of like stupid.
stupid. Yeah, I
You
know. That's not.
It's a nice way of saying someone's stupid.
Yep.
So she's not though. you
She's
know?
not, yeah.
She's just
She's just a very nice
Mundane.
person. Yeah.
a quiet
Hey,
person.
you know what? 文静 in English.
What?
Well, I'm looking at Google Translate. It's
What is-
quiet. That's not even.
Oh, see, I don't like the
No,
translation.
that's not it.
That's not
No,
it.
it's
Yeah.
not quiet.
It can be
Yeah.
quiet.
She is very vocal.
Kids are very
she's
vocal,
Very
yes.
vocal about her shit.
Yeah.
But her personality, it's the manzeng. You know, she very positive person, and she doesn't do the crazy shit. You know,
Oh. That's really good.
no crazy shit. A lot of common sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of common sense.
Yeah. She know it's dangerous. She's not gonna fucking try.
Oh,
you know?
she's smart.
Without even trying the first time, she already knew. Oh, you know, like, oh, is that part hard? But I'll be like, touch it, right? And then she'd be like, no, there's steam coming out. No, I'm not touching. You know,
You cannot fool me.
you can't fool me. Like my younger son, they'd be like, Dad, is that hot enough for same example? I'd be like, I don't know. There's one way to find out. And then he goes, "You won't tell me?" I said, "Well, you better find out yourself." Is it, so you know better, in case you don't trust me. And then he'd be like, fucking touch it. And then you go, "Ow, it's hot." I said, "Yeah, of course it's hot."
No, that's naive.
Yeah.
That's innocent.
That's innocent. He's innocent and naive. Oh my god, he's a double threat.
Yeah.
Actually, I
I
have
mean,
one.
to me, life experience is all about your own experience.
Yeah, experience.
I agree.
You can tell them, but how much they believe you, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, my parents try to share a lot of their experience with me, but end up what? I want to experience it myself. How do I know it will happen to me the same way?
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why I let them explore a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I have one more thing to share. I swear this is the last one. It's about superstition. So, how long have you moved into your house, Calvin?
My house, 4 years.
4 years. Okay. So when we moved here, so you know what my mother said to me. So she's asked me not to when we move, right? She asked me not to move anything inside yet. Okay. You have to wait until we boil a pot of hot water. Do you know what that is? You
Never
boil
heard
your
of it.
soy, right? And then it's something to get all the evil spirits out or something, because it's superstition. And then
We
this.
put money in an envelope
Oh, okay. I heard about that one.
and put it in fourth corner.
Oh, I know
of the
that
house.
one. Yes, yes.
And then you light the incense, and then you have to fucking do this shit in every corner.
Oh, yeah,
And,
okay.
and then ask them, "We're gonna be here now," blah blah blah, say some nice shit, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's something simple.
Something simple. Is it because your wife wanted to do it?
Yeah, we didn't boil any hot water.
We boil
What
water.
do you do after that? You drink
So
it?
no, you don't drink it. You just boil it, right? And then so they
Tell
didn't
your
even
kid to touch it.
no.
It's not hot.
So-
Is it hot, Dad? I don't know. One way to find out, boy.
That's just the first part of it, okay? So we have to wait for the water to boil, and then the second part is and then when it's boiling, this is what she asked my dad: "Can we turn on the fans now?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" So you boil the water and then you turn on the ceiling fan. Like the water have to be boiled first. You can't just do those at the same time. You boil the water and then you turn on the fan after the water is boiling. Yeah,
Why?
I don't remember. I asked, but this is not kind of shit. Remember, I feel like a lot of Chinese people waste their time on superstition stuff.
Now my question:
Mm.
if this is something that we do in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't have ceiling fans in Hong Kong.
No, we don't.
And
Oh no,
some
just turn on the
families
fan,
so
not
poor,
just
you
ceiling
talk
fan.
about-
Just fan.
if you
Just
talk
turn
about
on the
like
fan.
50 back in 50 and 60, some people can't even afford to
A
have
fan.
a fan.
Yeah.
So how do you do that with a
Or maybe they open the window. I don't know. Yeah, they use the
get a piece
manual
of,
one.
get a book and do this?
Yeah. Ooh. What is one Chinese superstitions that piss you off? Oh,
I
that
don't know. First, let me think.
That pissed me off. I'm trying to think of
not
one
only
right
piss
now.
you off, right? That you think is silly.
I'm sure I have one, but I can't think of
Okay,
one
let
right
me
now.
give you an
Let me
example.
look.
It's not mine,
Yeah.
right? But like an example would be like the bird's nest. Oh, there's a bird's nest here. It's good for business. Like, how the hell do you know that? Is there scientific proof that every time there's a bird's nest, this business is growing?
No, it means that when wildlife form will stay in this place,
This place.
because they can sense dangerous.
Yeah, it's good beginning, a good place to stay.
Yeah, it's a good place to stay. It's a good place for them to settle.
Mm.
So
But that's not mine.
So
I'm just thinking that's an
that's
example.
part of feng shui.
Yeah, feng shui.
Mhm.
That's why the Olympic Stadium for China is a big bird's nest.
Yeah, bird's nest. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, to me, this shit is so tradition that I really I don't find it annoying.
Oh, no?
I'm born with it.
Oh, born
I'm
with it.
born-
Like, just okay.
Oh, you know what? Maybe every 1st and the 15th we have to go vegan. No meat.
Oh, is that a Buddhist thing?
It's my family tradition.
Oh, it's a family
But
tradition.
we kind of stopped that after my grandma passed away.
Oh, really? Because no one's here to monitor it? Or...
Yeah, no one monitored anymore. Like, fuck this.
Oh, grandma's still
Are you
alive.
kidding me? No meat. I want the cheeseburger, man.
I'm not eating the Impossible Burger. That's bullshit.
Every first and the 15th
Really? Huh.
because it's full moon.
Oh. Well, I never heard that before.
I think I heard that one time,
Oh, yeah?
but
Huh.
I never participated though.
Ah.
Yeah, every first, not the Western calendar, the Chinese calendar. Every first and 15th, look, is full moon.
Oh, really? Oh, you know what? I just...
Mhm.
Oh, I'm going to check that now. Because, every bite you something, right? I always tell Heather, like, hey, it's going to be a big-ass moon tonight. And it's just like, oh, moon pie? Oh, moon cake?
Yeah.
Oh, I know
August
something.
15th is the moon closest to the
Yeah.
earth with- and not blocking by the shadow of earth.
So no meat. Oh, I could think of another one. It's not mine, but another example is like, hey, the number 4. Is it really necessary?
Oh, I believe that.
Oh, you
I-
believe
I
that?
saw-
Really?
And then like the other day, I put gas in my car, and you know what the total came up? 1458.
No.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yes.
I was like, oh hell no! I stopped
That's-
putting more gas in that.
So
It actually popped. I just let it run, and then boom, right? Like it stopped. The valve, boom, it stopped. It's like 1450. I'm like, oh fuck.
so
this.
that's yours. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm asking. That's yours. So okay. So when Romo was out for the Dallas Cowboys, right? Prescott came in and he chose the number 4. Okay. So I'm thinking like, man, I don't want to buy that jersey because I don't want to put that number on my back.
Oh, and then like when you see a bald head guy before you gamble,
Oh
like
yes.
stupid shit like that.
Yeah, gambling superstition.
Do they have that in Taiwan, Cody?
I never heard this one, but I can understand the meaning right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a bald head, So people who are bald head, they go to this casino, they put a hat on.
What?
They-
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like
there's
people will
one,
ask them to leave the table, or if the bloom hit your feet. You ever heard of that? Like
I know what that is.
when people
I heard the one
sweeping the
you just like
floor,
back. Yeah,
when people sweeping the floor, and then the bloom hits your feet, it's a bad luck.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know a lot of
for-
gambling stuff.
For what I heard, right? If you
Well, now all
put
this
a
shit started
gambler on the
popping
side,
my
that's
head.
Yeah.
bad too.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
not all this shit are like bak guo, right? Like when you're gambling, it's like bak guo, like bak guo. I remember that.
Not winning. Like,
Yeah,
you
not
don't
winning.
win
Yeah,
shit,
bak
bak
guo.
guo. But it's actually part one of this. Like it's that pistachio,
Is it pistachio? No, 開心果 is pistachio.
but they are the same family though,
They're
right?
the same family? I don't know.
They look like. They look alike.
They look like, yeah, but bak guo is bigger, right? Like in size.
I don't know. They look
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, those are, okay, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I always thought they're the same. But after you cook it and they pop open, so it becomes some.
What's pistachio in Mandarin?
Same thing.
Oh, same thing?
I think so. Yeah.
開心果,
same
okay.
thing.
Huh.
And dude, there was so many of this little thing. And recently, one of my friend, she talked about, when you're holding a chopstick, one stick is like, where you hold your chopstick represent how far you lift, you lift from away from your family.
Oh.
Like if you're holding in the middle or kind of closer to the bottom, you are very close to your family in distance.
Huh.
And then if you hold it really high, you will choose to stay away from your family.
Wow, I never-
It represent,
Never
it
heard of this
represent
one.
your personality.
Yeah, I never heard of that one before.
That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, I remember another one, like your 口唇, right? Like how long this determines how long you live, right? 係咪呢度啊?
I see long.
Yeah, do this all the time. And what's the other
How about
one?
the distance?
Yeah, the distance, how long you will live. Like when
Really?
celebrities
I've never
die
heard
in
of this
Hong
one.
Kong,
Yeah.
right? My parents or my aunt was like, oh, of course he died early. This is short or something. Like, what? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
You,
Oh.
you ever had the amethyl? What do you call it?
Oh,
It's
when
like
it
a
jumps, right? Yeah.
A jump.
Yeah.
Like on the left side is good and the right side is bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
really?
that too.
Oh,
In
I do
Taiwan, we
remember
have
that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Left side is bad. Right side is good. 左胸右吉。
左胸右吉,
左
yeah.
眼跳叉，右眼跳叉。For Taiwan, the left one is good for Taiwan, and
Oh.
the right
Really?
is bad. Yeah.
左胸右吉，左吉右胸or 左胸右吉。I don't remember. It's one bad, one
Yeah.
good.
But it's the one bad, one good, right? But then
Also,
that's
but blinking, you know.
yeah. But then that's just a muscle thing, right? It's funny. It have
Yeah.
nothing to do with superstition, like things like
And
that.
then if you plug your eyebrow, it's a bad thing too.
Is it something to do with luck?
俾人剃眼眉啊！
Oh. Oh, is that why Chinese people like the hair thing is so long they don't groom it or anything?
They don't fucking fix it because it's a bad
It's
thing.
bad luck. Yeah, it's bad thing. Wow.
It's bad luck. Wow, there's a lot of shit, man.
That is a lot of
I mean,
shit.
we have a lot of. I mean, that's a restriction.
Yeah, restriction like, hey, don't do this
It's
because
just,
like.
oh, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do that, you don't do this.
Oh, you know
And
what?
then- and then-
Jackie Chan have the longest superstition by not cutting his hair. The one time he cut his hair, he almost died. Remember in Long Hing Fu Dai.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan always have long hair because that one time he cut his hair, he almost died.
Really?
Yeah, it was Long Hing Fu Dai. You know, like he had short hair in the beginning of the movie, right? And then he jumped over this branch, and then he was sliding down the mountain. And then during that slide, his hair is long. 係咪會？
匯豐銀行大廈。
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
like it's
the
weird.
HKBC.
No,
What was it?
no. It's Long Hing Fu Dai. It's another country. He was sliding down some kind of a grassy hill, but during like when he jumped, he had short hair like mine, right? But when he was sliding down the hill, the next shot, his hair is all long. It's really weird.
How do you do that? So he waited. Oh, we're not taking this shot until 5 months later.
Yeah, because he have a hole in his skull. Because that is how he almost died.
Wow.
Yeah, he almost died from like fucking 1984, 85. Yeah, it was a long time
Oh, I
ago.
wouldn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, superstition.
Wow, didn't know that.
What else?
What you think about this Bloody Mary thing?
What Bloody Mary thing?
Bloody
Like
Mary thing?
at 12, you look at the mirror and shave an apple and call Bloody Mary.
Oh, I don't know. I heard about this before, but I don't want to try it myself because I
So you okay?
So how is it supposed to go? Like if you at midnight, you said?
In midnight, and then you look into the app, the mirror, and then you call Bloody Mary, and I really don't see a point of doing that because you're supposed to skin the apple without breaking the skin, or you will die. I was like, why the fuck you want to do shit like that?
And is the midnight
So
Central
it's
time
like a
or
fucking
Eastern
apple
time?
shaving challenge, you know? So why are we doing that, right?
I don't
So
know.
why would I be sitting in front? What benefit me? I don't know what would happen if you complete the skin. Maybe you gain a wish.
It better
I
be a
don't know,
good
but
wish.
You're not supposed to. You cannot like break the you have to one time, you know.
Hmm.
So
I don't know about
what
that
if you break it, you die or something?
I don't know about
Bloody
this one.
Mary break.
I don't know about this one.
That's American. That's not us.
Oh, that's American? Yeah, I don't know about that one either. When you
Really?
anything have to do with time right now, like is it Pacific time or do I have to do Central time or Eastern time? Like you said midnight. Like I don't know what midnight. Oh, so if I messed up, like oh shit, I did it at 12:01, so I need to go to Central time to try it again.
Hey, did you heard about this? The Maya calendar shit. They have a new theory.
A new theory. So it's the last theory was 2012, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So apparently they start comparing the Maya calendar with the Western calendar.
Okay.
You know how we have the leap year that every 4 years we have like an extra day
Yeah.
on February. Apparently, this whole new calendar thing that we're living on right now, it's 365 days. It's not a 365 days a year. It's 364 and 3/8
Oh yeah.
of a day.
Yeah.
So they said so every 4 years we have a leap year just to add a day back to make up the difference.
Yes.
And they said back in the ancient time, we don't have 31 days, 30 days, 31 days,
Yeah.
30 days. Everybody's like 28 days or 30 days, something like that. Every month is the same, 30 days. So based on that theory, when Maya calendar was created, okay, their 2012 was actually 8 years behind from versus our current calendar.
8 years
Oh.
behind. Whoa.
That makes it 2020 November 17th.
Let me write
I
that
don't remember.
down.
Wait. Either November 13 or 17, it was one of the odd year, like odd day. You know, the day that it cannot be divided by either one. I mean, it can only divide by one and itself.
Yeah.
So it's either 13 or the
Oh, okay.
17th.
It's one of those things. Okay. So that's the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
world?
That's supposed to be the end of the world. November 13 or 17, 2020.
Wow. Do you believe stuff like that?
I don't know. Shit, I went through Y2K in 2012.
that's our traumatic experience. Oh my god.
So to the people who was born after 2012, I'll be like, first time?
Yeah, first time. You haven't lived long
This
enough.
is my third, boy.
Hey, no, it reminds me. Was it that Taiwanese guy that you could see God on Channel 18 a long time ago?
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
I don't know.
He was saying the end of World War II. But
Yeah,
I
he was
forgot
saying
what-
that.
Yeah, is it Taiwanese or Chinese?
It's
forgot.
probably a Chinese guy. Let's just say he's a Chinese guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that.
You know, yeah.
I don't know that one.
I like that they could predict the future back in time before they had technology, you know? We can't even predict, like, hey, what's going to happen. Like, I can't even predict the weather tomorrow. Nobody can.
Oh, not if you live in Texas.
No, not even in Texas. I always tell other people, right? That is the job. I mean, I think it's a high-paying job, right? Because you have to understand math. That you can get wrong, but you can still keep your job. Can you imagine you're a
Yeah.
cop like, dude, I think this guy killed this person. He should go to jail. What, you think? You're not sure? Well, I don't know. But we could do that with weather. Hey, it might be partly cloudy or partly sunny. But what the fuck is this? Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, that's basically
That's the same thing. Like, what are you telling
one
me?
part is sunny and one part is cloudy. I don't know which part you're in though. Depends where you live, I guess. You know?
Yeah, Texas is the worst weather.
I remember back then I would wake up in the morning. I still have long hair. You know how we like to, wet your hair in the morning so you don't have bad head?
Yeah. Oh, I did, yeah.
So it was so fucking cold in the morning that from leaving my house and walk to the school bus, where the school bus was, the water on my hair would freeze to ice.
Oh my gosh.
I would have fucking ice on my hair. And then by the time we got out of school, dude, I had to take off my jacket. I'll be wearing and then take off my long sleeve. I'll be wearing my undershirt.
Yeah.
And it'd be like butt crack sweating. It's crazy. I'm like, how is that fucking weather?
How's that possible?
It went from negative like fucking 30 degree in the morning to like 75, 80 degree in the afternoon. It nearly jumped like fucking 50, 60 degrees.
Yeah, didn't it happen on Tuesday? It was like 103 degrees, and then the rain came, and it was like 73 degrees. It's like 30 degrees difference.
I remember that day. It wasn't too long ago.
No, it was Tuesday. It was like when we had that bad rain.
Yeah, something like that. It dropped to like 80 something.
Oh yeah, Kelvin too. Yeah, like that still happens where like, oh, it's fucking 30 degrees this morning, and then like, oh, it's 62 now. It feels like fucking 80 outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many times, like I remember back before I start driving, after I left you guys and went to different school.
Yeah.
And that's when that happened. I remember that. I'm like, man, I was still pretty new to America.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, you don't experience this shit in fucking Hong Kong.
No, never. It's just it's
like
humid all the time in our country.
Yeah, it's like the temperature pretty stay the same every day.
Yep.
You know, throughout the entire season, you have this same fucking weather.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you one last question. So, do you guys tan easily, right? Because we're from a tropical country, right? So yeah, we're both tan easily. I hardly get burned, right? So my wife, she's white, so she get burned easily. She get burned just being in the sun in the morning from like 9 to 11:30 before it get really hot. So
what do you mean? You mean like sunburn?
Sunburn, yeah, really bad sunburn, right? Just in the morning, not even in the afternoon, okay? From 9 to 11:30. She gets sunburned.
Like before noon, she already like I'm
Sun.
out.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out. And I'm like sitting there like, I don't even want to put suntan lotion on because I'm like, this is just the morning sun. It's not going to do anything. I get super dark, right? It's like I'm matching right now. And my boys, both of them are super dark because we've been outside more with the dogs and we have a pool in our HOA. And and then she gets so jealous of us. And I'm like, hey, I came from a country that is tropical weather all the time. We have hurricanes and shit in Hong Kong, you know, tsunami and stuff.
Yeah.
We have to be careful. You came from a country where like, oh my god, the sun is out here today. We must do some kind of dance for the sun to come out. Yeah, she's from the Midwest. It's cold there all the time. Even like if I go back to Hong Kong, I'm not used to that weather. It's too humid for me. I feel like I have to take a shower
To Jim Sa Zui,
Jim Sa Zui.
like everybody's wearing those fucking big coats.
Yeah.
It was November. I got there. I was like, dude, this place like Hong Kong is really hot. You know, I don't remember
Yes.
what degree. I think it's probably 40 degree here.
Oh,
right?
40. Oh, that's
And-
nice. That's
and
nice
people
enough.
are wearing like fucking mink. You know,
Oh,
the animal coats, like fucking fur.
it feels like they're
I
so wrong.
was wearing a long sleeve, one of the knit shirt.
Oh, okay, yeah,
you know,
this
just
shirt.
a normal knit shirt, you know. And everybody look at me like, "Oh, you not cold?" I was like, "I'm actually sweating from all the walking around." It was like so much walking, dude. It's not even funny, dude. My ankle, my heel was hurting so bad just from walking for a couple hours. I wasn't used to it.
Oh,
you
no,
know?
just you walking, yeah.
I wasn't used to walking, but especially it's the first time I went back 2005.
Wow.
Man, I was sweating like everybody, like the entire winter. I only rotate 2 or 3 shirts because it was too hot for me. I couldn't wear those jackets that I brought with me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, good thing you went back in the winter though. Like, I think we go back in the summer. Our country is super humid.
Yeah, summer sucks.
Super
Over by
humid.
winter.
Why is
Yeah.
that? Well, because we live by water, stupid. In Texas, it's humid, but not like, humidity around the water.
last time I went back was 2015 in August.
2015. I went back 2012. After I
Oh
got married.
my god, dude, it was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
I just want to wear a Speedo to go outside. I was like, oh my god. And then my wife, first time, my wife went with me the first time, and she put on those like fucking high heel shoes,
Oh.
leather and all that. She liked to look pretty. I was like, honey, you're not gonna want to wear that shit. I say I haven't been to back Hong Kong for so many times, but I know there's gonna be a lot of walking.
Yeah.
You're not gonna wear the 斗零踭啊. You know what
斗零踭.
Like the fucking heel is like a fucking dime.
Oh, wow.
That thick. And then like maybe 30 minutes into walking around in Jim Sa Zui, right? We had to stop by somewhere and get Band-Aid
Oh, because of heels.
because her heel scratches. And then we have to stop in the shoe store and get her a new pair of shoes.
Oh.
She was complaining so much. I was like, I fucking told
Yeah, I
you.
told
too
you.
long.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, you come to Hong Kong. What the fuck are you thinking?
Oh, man.
It's like nothing but walking. Oh man, we did not enjoy the first day because like she just want to go back to the hotel and AC and everything. Like everywhere we go, like everywhere we sit down and eat, we had to share a table with people.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like when we go to Cha Chan Tan, right? It was so packed. It's fucking lunchtime, of course, right? We'll be sitting in between like fucking whole bunch of people. Oh, here, 2 seat, boom. The chair is so much smaller.
Yeah.
The chair is so much smaller. The table is so much lower. I don't know why. I'm maybe used to Hooters. The table's like this tall, fucking up here. You have to fucking climb up there. Oh, but then even when you sit down, you're like half ducking.
Yeah. so that
like
way you get the
squatting.
fuck out after you eat, right?
Squat, but it's like halfway squat,
So that way you eat, you get the fuck out. It's not comfortable. Don't stay here.
You fucking finished. You halfway finished. They give you the fucking ticket. Like, get the fuck out, dude. I've been sitting. I still look at my dude. I'm like, dude, I still have like halfway, right? And then you try to sip your drink because it's like fucking 8-ounce cup. you know, and then you have to fucking buy the second one. You don't get no review.
Yeah.
Even though it's tea, you know, they'd be like, look at you like, oh, you're not gonna drink anything. You're just gonna drink tea, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not pleasant. We were there for like 3 days, and then we went to Taipei.
Taipei.
Yeah, Taipei was great. It's hot too. Oh, Taipei is worse than Hong Kong, dude.
Yeah, because it's all around water.
Hey, dude, I've been just standing there in the shade, and fucking water starts.
I know what you mean. You know what? I
Fucking
go back to
Taipei,
Taiwan.
dude. Cody, if you invite me to Taiwan, I'll go in winter.
Yeah, I want to go in winter.
Yeah, you don't want to
Don't
go
even think
like,
about
August.
summer. I don't care you pay for it or not. It's crazy. I went. Oh, remember it was after that Andy, yeah, that typhoon that blow the mailbox sideways.
Oh yeah, that year. Okay. I
That
know which
year,
one
yeah,
you're
I
talking
nearly
about.
almost died that day. You know that?
Whoa.
Yeah.
The day that
You were
the
outside?
typhoon hit, it was the day that I flew from Hong Kong to Taipei. They would
Oh.
not cancel the flight. So I remember we were in the air for like an extra hour. I fell asleep, woke up, we're like, what the fuck, we're still in the air. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna attempt landing. Please, fasten your seatbelt and shit like that. So what happened
Yeah.
was we were on the other side, we were on the west side of Taiwan. So what it is the typhoon was hitting from the east, and then there was Taipei, and then it's the fucking mountain.
Yeah.
So we were hiding behind the fucking mountain for like
Wow.
fucking 30, 40 minutes. So the time they fucking go over the mountain, try to land, holy shit. Our plane lost latitude.
Whoa.
Oh,
We
fuck.
went straight down. I was watching because I woke up, I was like, what the fuck? So I turned on the computer. We were like fucking 10,000 feet high or 9,000 feet high in the fucking sky. Went over the mountain, immediately the plane's ship starts shaking. And then it blew sideways, whoo, like that, whoo, whoo, like that. And then we lost latitude. The whole plane went dark for like a second. Boom. And then I felt it go. Whoa.
That sounds
It
scary.
came back up, and then I felt we were fucking roller coaster, like that, and then it come back, right? And then the light came back on. We dropped 3,000 feet, 3,000 feet in that 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then we
Damn.
could see the airport. We could see the airport, but there was no landing. Every time they try to slow down and land, the plane get blown sideways.
Mm-hmm.
So after like three attempts, the plane is like a fucking rocket. Oh, went straight up, like fucking like it nearly go from 3,500, 4,000, 45, 5, 55, 6, like went straight up to like 10,000 feet through the cloud.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, oh, we're going back to Hong Kong.
Man, I can't
Hey.
believe they tried to land the flight during hurricane.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank
I
you for
almost
not
died.
canceling and then going back to the same place we came from.
Yeah, you could have gave me a fucking hotel room and I'll be like sleeping like a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And
That's...
no, they drag us for this shit, and then we land back to Hong Kong. They took another 2 hours to settle us. They put us all into the VIP lounge,
Oh.
and by 3 something, and then our flight is like 7 o'clock. We couldn't even sleep that night.
Oh my gosh.
That's some
Yeah,
crazy
I almost
story,
died
man.
that day, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost died. That fucking shit just go like that. It was very scary. I was telling my wife, I said, "Honey, I love you."
So the phone lost everything during nighttime, lost electricity and all that. Is that why everything was dark?
It went chum, like dark, and then it came back on like, ooh, you could hear the fucking
Power
electricity
come back
came
on.
and then the light. It's like fucking movie, man. The light just come back on from the front.
Yeah, damn.
It's like a fucking movie.
You know what?
And I was surprised the cup thing didn't pop.
But yeah, I was about to say, did the thing come down?
Yeah, the cup thing, the cup didn't
Accident.
pop.
Was
The
it?
yellow cup?
Was that the last time you flew for a while? Because if I go to something like that, right, I already don't like flying. So if I go to something like that, I'm like, it's gonna be a
I
while.
haven't fly since.
Oh.
I haven't fly since. Anyway, I've been kept my fucking ass on the ground.
On the
2
ground.
feet since.
Yeah.
I have no fly. Oh wait, sorry, I took it back. I did flew to Cuba.
Oh.
I did fly. I flew to Cuba in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was making sure that the weather was nice and sunny.
Yeah, everything is nice and sunny. Like, hey, what's
No
a
hurricane, okay?
a chance of what? Yeah, we're not flying. Sorry, goodbye.
Yeah.
I will take the
Hell
loss.
no, taking no chances,
Yeah.
dude. That shit was fucking scary. I nearly died and fucking came back. I have 1 feet in the fucking hell.
Oh man.
Yeah.
God.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
this is it for tonight.
I know.
Yeah, I
What
know.
a story.
Yeah, the
now
one
I'm scared. I need a shot. Fuck. Oh, I need a shot. Give me a shot, tequila.